Well, shiver me timbers, ye hearties. It's Pirate Gex here today, where we left off last week. Welcome to the stream. We're back with live Gex on Wednesday here on Foxy_TV, aka Bubsy_TV, the April Fool's joke that is on me all year round. We're gonna play some Gex today. We left off in the middle of this Nightmare Before Christmas like pirate ship level. Just let some people know that I'm live here, and then we'll get the show started. Pirate juice? I thought they drank rum. Aren't pirates all about rum? I think National Rum Day is coming up late August. Don't ask me how I know.
Crank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
I can't even hear the dude. He's not talking though. Anyway, give me 1 second. We'll get the show started here. I got a lot of things to say, like Gex, but one step at a time.
Go first. Captain Stubby needs a back.
If I could turn it, I think I have his voice up all the way. I will look into that. Okay. There we go. Okay, perfect. Alright, I look at my watch. The clock hands are always on tail time. I wish I had, I've seen a meme of a Gex watch like that. I wish it was a real thing. Maybe it is. I don't know if they actually made merch. Oh, that's the easiest bonus coin I ever got in my life. What the heck? Let me pick up my controller here. There we go. Okay. Oh, here they come. They come running in. Check out my barrel. You think Benny's in there? Benny, are you in the barrel? Answer me, Benny. Welcome to Gex Pervert. What are you Mamacito? What the heck? Welcome to the stream. What do you mean Gex Pervert? I guess if I had to say which Gex game is the most perverted Gex game, it's probably this one.
That's the sweet stuff,
Because they have the
darling.
Baywatch model in it, you know? Hold on, let me check the Gex volume, because his voice, I feel like it could be louder. No, it goes up to 11. That's pretty funny. Alright, we'll leave it there then. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. Mr. LD50, welcome back, I think. I think I've seen you here before. Welcome, how's it going? We need a new Gex game. If Bubsy can get one, then Gex can too. That's what I've been pushing for! That's what I've been asking for! You know? Also, hello, Moose. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? You know, we did the Bubsathon in 2024, and we played all the Bubsy games, and posted Bubsy all over the place, and made YouTube videos. I was a small part of the trend that brought us Bubsy 4D. I like to tell myself. Amacito will never forgive me for this. Now I'm trying to do the same thing with
That is one
Gex.
powerful piece of machinery.
Honestly, I don't know why Gex didn't get a game after this one. I've been having a lot of fun with Gex 3 specifically. You know, Gex 1 was a pretty solid 2D platformer. One in chat if you ever played it. I had it back in the 90s. My dad got it for me when I was a kid. He was like, here you go, son. You look like you want this game called Gex. It's weird how, like, your parents basically get to choose which type of games you get into, unless you ask for it. But I don't remember ever asking to get Gex on PlayStation 1.
Crank up the Gilbert and
We'll never
Sullivan,
forgive
dude.
you, but at least Braz got a runaway hit with that too. Has anybody here played Demon Tides? Because that was his other game. I don't know. It feels like Bubsy 4D without the Bubsy, so like, why would I play it, you know? Okay, hello! I'm guessing the weak point is the eyeballs. Nice. Okay. Wait, we were here already, weren't we? What were we doing last week? Who am I? You guys remember me? I haven't been live in quite a while. On Twitch, at least. Had some technical difficulties last week with my streamer model. By the time I got it fixed, it was already too late to start the road trip. But rest assured, we will do the road trip this Sunday, and it's gonna be glorious. Played Demon Turf, really good. What is Demon Turf? There's more than one game? How many games has Fabraz made? No, but seriously, where am I? Did we get a remote here? I guess we must have, right? And you know what? I'm just gonna go to map, because I don't remember. Let's go to map. I gotta see what we're doing here, what the objective is. It's been a whole week. But Mr. LD50, do you have a favorite Gex game? And if you say Gex 2 on Game Boy Color, you are risking a ban here.
Hail time!
I was thinking about that before stream today, how, Sync 4 pirate ships, okay. I was thinking about that before stream today, how horribly, awful it was to play Gex 2 on Game Boy Color. With furry gloves. On real hardware. If you know, you know.
Go first. Captain Scooby needs a back.
Slime Sand, I played the demo. Who is Slime Sand? It was fun and cute and kawaii. No idea how the full game was. What is Demon Turf?
We'll follow you, preacher.
Played Tide. Gotta play Tides. Okay. Well, if you ever play it, maybe stream it. I haven't actually seen any gameplay of that game. I just know that the character kind of jumps around like Bubsy does in Bubsy 4D. Like, I haven't really given an official review. But Amasita, have you played Bubsy 4D? I don't know if you actually bought it. I know you are a Bubsy 3 aficionado. Bubsy 3D, that is. You 100% completed Bubsy 3D, right?
Rank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
But I've yet to give my official take on Bubsy 4D.
Isaac.
You're suing for slander? You played the whole game! Look, if you 100% complete Bubsy 3D, you know, what can we say about a person like that? One, you're looking at him, and two, you're looking at him. But yeah, I gotta get 4D. Well, get it when it's on sale at least. It was $15 pretty recently. And it's even, I think you get like a $2 discount if you have the Perfect Collection. See, my problem with Bubsy Perfect Collection and Bubsy 4D is nothing because they're the perfect games, hashtag ad. Just kidding. My problem with that is like, I don't know why Atari had to include the third-party end-user license agreement where it's like, oh, actually, you're just licensing this game. I guess every PC game does that nowadays, for whatever reason. But like, I don't know, what's wrong with letting people own the game, man? Can you not own Bubsy 4D? Maybe if you have the physical copy of it. I couldn't get one on the Switch 1 though. I don't know if they made Switch 1 physical copies. I know they had them on the Switch 2, but I do not have a Switch 2. And I kind of don't regret not having a Switch 2, you know? There's a handful of games I'm mildly curious about, but at the end of the day, if I want to play Star Fox 64 Remake, I could just boot up my N64, you know? Ah! Pirate. Was he here before? I don't remember this guy. I do not. Let's go with the karate kick. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Is this just a jump? This might not be a kick. You're quite stubborn. Alright, let me ask Amasito, because as we know, Amasito, the champion of Jeopardy, Episode 1, played over 1,000 video games, if I'm not mistaken. What is the best game you played so far this year? That's come out this year. Do you really have to go through this gauntlet of crap every time? I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe there's like a door down here? Hold on. It's kind of annoying. Like, I don't mind doing it once, but like, they're gonna make me do this. Maybe we could use the barrel to cheat? I don't think so, right? I think we actually have to go up there. I was winning in Fortnite. What are you? You're playing Fortnite early today. Is there some kind of special event going on?
Captain Scooby needs a back.
Cito says, see, that's a difficult question. I haven't played that many games that came out this year, I think. I played that many games that came out this year? What games came out this year that were worth playing? I know the last YouTube stream was Meowjic with Kylita. And that is some $5 friend slop. I will tell you that much, and it was mildly entertaining. We'll see if we ever finish it. I think you'd like that game if you had a full party. Hold on, let's see if we can get across here. I might need to move the camera in. You gotta give it to Gex. He went all in on this cosplay, you know? He chopped off his hand and his leg to pull off this look. Not many pirate cosplayers go through all that. Ah! I think there was you guys ever see that show? It was a weird idea for a show. It's like two families, and then they have like a wife swap, and then the mom of one family goes to live with the other family. And I remember watching one of these episodes on another VTuber's channel, because apparently it's cool to just react to full-length TV shows. And like, there was one family that was super neat and clean and organized, and the other family were literally modern-day pirates that dressed up like pirates and sang pirate songs. And when the mom got over to the new house, she just destroyed everything. You're the first Venezuelan viewer here! I do know some Venezuelan people, actually. But welcome to the stream. How's it going? I don't think they watch me anymore, though. So technically, yes, today you are the first Venezuelan viewer. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Do you like GEX? The game. Hi, furry. What do you mean, Lula? I'm not a furry! Stop it! How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old squid? I'm not a furry. Only 57% according to the internet's official online diagnostic test. Let me check my backloggery. Okay. Almost. No, I fell! Now I gotta do it all over again! Ah! I wanna walk the plank. Hey, you know what, Lula? I'm on a giant boat. How does that make you feel? You know, I'll tell you a story. I don't know how to say your name. I'll say I am.
Rank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
When I first started streaming, it was on a website called DLive, and I met a Venezuelan streamer that played retro games named JC Kento. And actually, his whole family was kind of into streaming. It was a cool experience to get to meet them all, but, you know, times got tougher over there, so I think they stopped streaming for one reason or another. I remember watching him play Zelda Ocarina, not Ocarina, Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Something like that, the Game Boy Color game. Meowjic was funny. Yeah, because you can name the spells, you know, it's voice activated. You can name the spells things like Pizza Hut. Ah! Or It's Tail Time. When I said It's Tail Time in Meowjic, a giant lightning bolt would come down and smite my enemies. It was great. Unlike in GEX, where if I say it's tail time, nothing happens. You like GEX? You remember having a PS2 and having the first GEX game. Yeah, see, the first GEX game is really cool. It's my favorite one, I think, although this one is growing on me. This is my first time playing through GEX 3. I had bought it at a convention for N64, because I'm an N64 game collector. And the N64 version does not have a lot of voice lines, and it does not have a lot of the cutscenes that the PlayStation version has. So, I was really missing out on what this game was offering, because I got bored of the N64 version real quick. But yeah, first GEX game is solid, although when I was a kid, I couldn't beat it. Have you beaten the first GEX game? It was actually because the electricity of the country is very limited. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. It'd be like certain times a day, you can only use electricity for a few hours. Yeah, something like that. I have to play Mouse PI, Demon Tides, and the Third Shift. The rest are older games. Yeah, Mouse PI looked pretty good. Oh, big. Why did he not jump? You have one job, Gex. Okay, two jobs. One is jump, two is tail time. It's so simple. Oh, it's okay. No worries. Yo hablo español un poquito. Pero es un stream in inglés. Actually, because okay. Let's go across here. I think I'm about halfway through this game already, but I don't know. I like the cutscenes, okay? He's kind of got the Who Framed Roger Rabbit thing going on with the Baywatch model, you know? I guess she's technically a cartoon, though. It's kind of weird that, like, Gex is like, he's a cartoon, 3D cartoon creature, but he's trying to get with a Baywatch model who's in his game. It's a little weird. But you know what other game just came out recently that I picked up this week for $10 off? Pal World.
We'll follow you, preacher.
I know, it's been out for like years, but they had their official 1.0 release. You know, all the games do this nowadays. They have like alpha, beta, pre-release. The game is not out yet. You guys remember, like, Moose would know, how long was Fortnite in pre-release before they actually released the game? I don't like early access stuff, you know? It's like, finish the game first, dude. That's how it was back in the day when we had GEX. But yeah, I got Pal World And I'm surprised to say that this game, I don't know if you guys have played it, it really is not like Pokemon at all. I was expecting like gym leaders and a starting pal and literally like a carbon copy of Pokemon, but it's actually, besides catching monsters in a ball and like stealing the design of some Pokemon, like literally there's an electric rat and there's like a Pikachu in the game. Besides that, it's a very different experience. It's more like Fortnite with the guns and the building, or maybe like Ark Survival, you know? Boomer furry? Why am I a boomer furry? What is, wait, why did I just assume you were talking about me? I hope no one at work catches me watching GEX. Should I have put not safe for work in the title? Welcome to stream, the quackery one. How's it going? I know you are a big Bubsy fan. I won't ask you too many questions, because I don't know if you're watching on a phone or a computer. I don't want to get you in trouble, but what's the last Bubsy game you've been playing? Have you played Bubsy 4D? With promo code Foxy. Just kidding, that doesn't exist. Never played the 3D game of GEX, but it looks interesting. I know, I wish I could show you guys more than this one room that I'm stuck in. Hold on, let me lock in. The platforming's a little brutal here. There we go. 4D, baby. Oh gosh, we got Jack Skellington. Come on. Wait, Lula, you've been watching the Pirates of the Caribbean movies lately, haven't you? Any GEX references for that? Okay, across. Ugh. Don't worry, if they catch you watching GEX, you could say, I'm watching GEX, not that word that rhymes with GEX. No! Okay, that's not an attack, apparently. I'm gonna lose it, man! I gotta do this whole room again! Is this why save states exist?
Isaac, the Lido deck is
It's kind of hard for me to pull off the long jump. It's not like Mario 64, okay? The movie is newer than GEX. Yeah, that's why we need a new GEX game, because there's so many references he could make, you know? He could even make references in a Pirates of the Caribbean level about the Johnny Depp trial. The defamation trial. We could have GEX saying 6-7. That's how he's gonna, you know, sell out to the modern audience. He would make a Waterworld reference with Kevin Costner. Well, they already have a Waterworld game. I think it's on every console. I booted it up on Super Nintendo one time out of curiosity, and I was just very confused because I had never seen the movie. And they didn't lie. It was a world full of water. You were on a boat, and that was about it. That's why Rewind exists. I know, but I grew up in a time when gamers didn't use Rewind and save states, unless they used... No, I guess that's not true, because some people had Game Genie and Game Shark, okay? But they didn't talk about that, you know? They would put their Game Genie in a secret compartment or hide it under their mattress, because they didn't want their friends finding out that they cheated to beat Battletoads. We have dignity here. Yes, I can make a save state right here, and I can load it if I don't make that jump, but I'm not gonna do it, because I have standards. There we go. Boomer Furry strikes again. Who said that? I can't read the chat. I'm too old. Hold on, let me talk to Franklin over here.
It can be rewarding to ride the wall of death, but please be careful.
The wall of death.
Captain
This came out after Ocarina of Time. You know, we all remember that room in the Shadow Temple that looks like this. They definitely copied it, although we do got the Kool-Aid stain here. Clearly it's not blood. They wouldn't allow that in my T for teen rated game. Oh, it's a nice pink flag. I like it. You like this flag, Moose? Would you fly this on your pirate ship? Today during the exam, when I finish it, I started to play Bubsy 3D on public school PC. We're talking about high school? How did you play? Do you have like an emulator loaded up on the school computers? One in chat if you ever played a video game in high school on a computer lab computer. We didn't have games installed. You know, they didn't let us install stuff, I guess, because maybe we didn't have the admin password, but browser and flash games were definitely a thing. Same here, you're old. No! I remember,
We'll follow you.
I remember everybody in the class, everybody in computer class got addicted to the helicopter game. The one that's kind of like Flappy Bird. And then there was this one kid that would get super pissed off whenever he lost. And he would like, he would get gamer rage and smash the keyboard. He was the one that ruined it for all of us. Because the teacher was like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I made a mistake while doing the project and I can't figure it out. But eventually the teacher caught on. Played it on an emulator of a Google website. Well, that's pretty cool. Emulator. Yeah, I forgot you could play, they have emulators online now too. As you can see, we are playing GEX 3 on Duck Station. I really like Duck Station because, you know, if you look back at PS1 games, there are a lot of polygons. And what Duck Station can do is it can interpolate all those polygons into smooth shapes like this. So we're playing in a very high, much higher resolution than the game normally is. Very nice for PlayStation games. At least 3D ones. You don't really notice too much in the 2D games. Some genius installed ZSNES before they could freeze the PC, so every PC that had Super Mario World, oh man. Learning how to speedrun Super Mario World in school. See, nowadays people have like cell phones though, so if you're in school now, you could just play games on your phone, which, I don't know. I've never been too much into phone games. Yeah, I played Temple Run. Yeah, I played Angry Birds. Yeah, I played Geometry Dash, which is probably the best of the three. But, other than that, actually, that's not true. They did have emulators. I think Moose has done this, where, like, you could play Game Boy games on your phone. Although it's kind of hard to play games without actual buttons if you're using a touchscreen phone, right? But hey, I also heard recently that PlayStation is trying to have a PlayStation 6 controller with no buttons. So maybe that's actually the future. Also, what's up, 8-Bit Brit? How's it going? A real Gex fan in the chat. Blessing our Discord with that awesome picture of Gex checking out Bubsy's new Bubsy 4D clothes. How's it going? What you been up to? I got Gex turned up to 11 and I can't hear him. How do I get up here again? Also, I think Britt, you said that you played, oh, of course, the TNT. You said that you played this game before, right? This is my first time playing it. I'm doing my best. I'm trying.
Go first.
That's the remote we got. Let's go through here. Yes, you were able to make it. Welcome. I might have given you YouTube alerts because I know you like Gex a lot, so I figured you'd want to know when I'm on YouTube playing Gex. We're talking about playing games in school. Like, you know, getting into the school computer, installing games and stuff. When I was in college, I remember there was one, like one of the computers in the back of the college computer lab in the side room had World of Warcraft on it. And there was always this one kid who was in there playing WoW all the time. And I was like, dang, is he even getting an education? He just comes to school to play WoW. You should just get a laptop.
This is from Mr. Sinatra.
3D Space Cadet Pinball. 3D, that's... When I hear 3D Pinball, there's two things that come to my mind. One is the game that came bundled with like every Windows computer, the Space 3D Pinball, which is pretty fun. And two is Sonic, Sonic Spinball, which gave me nightmares, especially that first level. Actually, that whole game is nightmare fuel. What am I talking about? GEX 3 is your favorite? I know, I really like this one. It's I'll tell you why I like GEX 3 better than GEX 2 so far, okay? As far as I could see, the levels don't really repeat too much. Like, I get it, they had to make GEX 2 to walk so that GEX 3 could fly. But it's been really cool to see GEX put on a new outfit for every... Whoops. Okay, important life lesson. Do not jump on the side of a boat. We all learned this lesson here today. Big mistake. How many collectibles? Like 26! That kid was on the grind. I know, right? What the heck? Maybe he was doing homework. Maybe he was like a, in the computer programming gamer course. I don't know.
Isaac?
I always would see commercials for stuff like that. You know, I think it was called Full Sail University, where you go to school to play video games. And I was like, damn, this sounds like a fun idea, but not necessarily a good idea. I think you learn how to make games, right? Played the 100% of Bubsy 4D. It was kind of like madness, hard madness. Okay, we did do the... Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed the gauntlet. Did you beat the gauntlet too? We also did the 100% here. Of Bubsy 4D. But we still have to beat the game with tank controls in 9 lives mode. That's my last remaining challenge. And in case anybody's been living under a rock, there are rumors that... credible rumors that a Bubsy 4D DLC game is being worked on. So look forward to that.
We'll follow you, preacher.
What is that reference from? Britt, can you explain the references? Do we have any real boomers in chat?
Crank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
Who? What? It's like a 50-50 with me, you know? I think like Gen Alpha, Gen Z, when they play Gex, it's like they probably won't get any of the references, but for me, being a millennial, like, I get about half of them. I played the 100%. Oh yeah, that kid was on the grind. Yes, I just gotta get at the pirate level. I want to see more of what the game has to offer. Last stream we did the bonus level where you play as it gives you an option to play as Gex or to play as Rex or to play as Cuz. And I'm just thinking to myself the whole time, who the heck is Cuz? Moose told me how to unlock this Cuz character because we couldn't select him, but I want to see that later on. I'm just gonna keep collecting stuff because that's what we do in 3D platformers.
Isaac, the Lido deck is filthy.
What are you trying to get me to say? I told you I know Spanish.
Another bug in my gut.
You can't trick me. Didn't catch that one. I get half of what he's saying too. Yeah, it's like but you know, that's like a homework problem. That's like a homework thing. It's like you can look up the Gex reference later. And then next time you play and everybody in chat is like, well, what does that mean? You're like, you don't know. Ha! I get it. Headcanon Cuz is Gex's cousin who always asks him to borrow money. You literally save him from the mafia. Really? Was this in... Okay, so when we played Gex, the first Gex game on PlayStation, before we started playing, we looked through the game manual for the 3DO version, because that was the first version of the game. And, you know I'm kind of blowing your mind by saying this, but like back in the day, game designers actually made game manuals that came with the game, and they had like stories, and they told you how to play, and they had pictures, and it was pretty awesome. It was a great thing to look through when you were coming back from the store with the game that you bought that you actually own, the physical game. I know, nowadays, like, I buy a Switch game and there's like no manual, there's no nothing in there, you know? It's just the game, it's like the sad little game. Boomerist Fox, come on! It's not like I'm talking about hooking up my Pong set. You know, my dad used to talk about, oh yeah, son, I was the Miss Pac-Man expert at the bar. You know, I'd be so drunk and I'd be getting the high score in Pac-Man. No, my dad was not Billy Mitchell. Stop it. My dad's first video game was Pong, okay? He was the Boomerist Fox, not me. I don't know. Also, I don't know what the first two words I am is talking about, but I know he's trying to get me to say gringo. Soy un gringo? Gringo is not a bad word, though. It's not an ethnic. I mean... I hang out with a lot of people that... What is this? I miss classic manuals. I got distracted. Just like in Star Fox. What happened in Star Fox? You talking about when I debuted as a VTuber and I played Star Fox 64 and I died to Starwolf on Venom? We don't talk about that. Oh, you mean my dear dad? Wait, you can go up here? I didn't know! It's just like Banjo-Kazooie. I wonder if there's a hippo around here. Okay, heading across. Ninja Warrior style. But yeah, so we were looking through the Gex 3DO manual, okay? And I don't know if you guys have read this. Britt, did you see the story in the Gex 3DO manual where it talks about like what Gex's backstory is? And the people that made Gex took like a good 5 pages. It's basically like a short novel about Gex and why he's doing what he does. It even has some crazy twists and turns that I'm not going to talk about on stream because it's kind of disturbing. Talking to Moose probably remembers, like, the neighbors that he moved next to in California, when he moved from Hawaii to California. Yes, Gex is from Hawaii. He's a Hawaiian gecko. Like, don't make me kill the parrot! Come on, man!
Tail says hello.
I would never hurt a parrot. This backstory's heck. Okay, you do remember. I'm not gonna say it, but the 90s was a different time, okay? Oh, yeah, it's heartbreaking. I read it all on stream. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't get... Okay, unless they're gonna explain it in this game, like, why does Rez... Gex 2 spoilers, by the way. Mute the stream. Why does Rez say that he is your father? Is he just trolling when he says he's your father? Because the original game says your dad died in a NASA rocket accident, right? Okay, I'm not gonna kill the parrot. What am I doing? Whoa. Talk about how he was yeah, he was a call boy. You're right. I forgot about that part. I was so focused about his neighbor that I forgot what he had to do to survive out there. You know? He does say it in Gex 1, or maybe it's Gex 2. He says, first you get the tongue, and then first the tongue, and then the tail. Something like that. What is your opinion about Bubsy fan games? Okay. What Bubsy fan games have you guys played? Because, and I still need to upload this to YouTube, we did do the Bubsy 3D James Turrell retrospective free game. That's really fun, by the way. It's probably the best one. A little weird, but we like stuff like that. Yeah, I like that one. There's also one called, I think it's Yarn Balls in Hard Times, which I played level 1, and I kind of want to revisit now that it's finished. That one's pretty good. And they also have a Baldi's Basics mod where it's Bubsy's Basics. And they swapped Baldi out for Bubsy, so Bubsy's chasing you around with the ruler. That one's a little weird. That one was official. What, we talking about the James Turrell one? Britt says, he says, I am your father for a Star Wars bit, but there's a debate that there's some truth to that because Gex, okay, he does call him dad in this game. Gosh. You know, I'm really, you know about Gex Jr., right? Why did that game not get made? I don't understand. Like, this game is, there's something special about the Gex series, you know? Aren't there worse games that get remade and get sequels, you know? Why do people hate Gex? He has mechanics that other game characters don't have. Like, he can climb up walls, and he can bounce on his tail. The only other thing I know that does that is the guy from Winnie the Pooh. And how many games does he have? Not many. I was supposed to be blowing up pirate ships. I guess those are the pirate ships I'm supposed to blow up, but I can't really tell. They won't let me leave the level through there. Probably because I have to do something like hit all the blood coolers. I wonder how we get out of here. Let's find out. Don't say death is the only way. I refuse to believe it. Let's go down here. Whoa! I can't believe Gex is doing all this with one leg and one hand. I feel like, oh god, what was the guy's name from The Graduate? I can't leave here, right? And it won't let me. Alright, we can get up, at least we can get back up this way. Very nice. My father's a little bit of a boomer. He played a Sega Mega Drive with Alex Kidd. Okay, well, not to add gunpowder to the boomer accusations that Amosito has been slinging at me, but we did play Alex Kidd on stream pretty recently. It was a viewer redeem with Twitch channel points. If you guys aren't following on Twitch, it's Foxy_TV. It's where we do the main streams on Sunday. Oh, I killed the bird! Polly won a tombstone! He's dead! He has ceased to be! Oh my gosh, how am I gonna live with myself? Jank upon Max. Yeah, you know, I like Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd was a fun game. It was the Genesis version, right? Pretty unique game, I gotta say. I've never really played a game where you play rock, paper, scissors and buy stuff from people like that. But it's also a platformer. No! Wait, what's in here? I meant to do that, of course. Ah, yes, exactly where I wanted to be. Except, no. We'll collect the we'll collect all the flies in the next time around. I think we have a pretty nice fly count right now, so we'll keep it at 69. Yeah, I gotta say that I haven't played too many Genesis games growing up. Let me ask, guys, in Venezuela, was the Genesis more popular than Super Nintendo? You know, I think like back in the 90s, Venezuela was popping off, right? Didn't you guys, like Venezuela was a very rich country back then because you guys had all the oil and you guys were selling that stuff. Hopefully things get better with everything that's been going on. But yeah, let's play this carnival game that looks like it's out of Ocarina of Time. Do I need to load up the cannon? How do I shoot? Okay, Y. At least I probably have unlimited ammo, right? Oh! Oh gosh! I think there's 4 of these though, right? Oh! Okay, we got one. Are there more? Maybe I have to go to different parts of the ship, right?
Go first.
That's probably what we need to do, right? Let's check the, there's probably 4 different doors here. Yeah, okay. Easy. Oh, look at this guy. What do you guys think about pirates? I mean, this was really a thing, right? I feel like with movies and media and stuff, pirates have been so sensationalized that it's hard to try to imagine what they actually were like. But I suppose they were just a bunch of guys that were out there on the ocean just robbing people, you know? Imagine being like a merchant ship and you just see the pirates coming at you.
We'll follow you, creature.
If I was running a merchant ship back then, I'd have cannons and I'd have my own private army on there. Heck no, I ain't getting robbed by pirates. Disney's saying a good pirate doesn't steal. What? What the Kingdom Hearts are you talking about? Honestly, I gotta go back and rewatch Pirates of the Caribbean. I know Arcadia's been wanting to see it. Because I know for a fact that Jack Sparrow loves rum and drinking. And if there's drinking, there's gotta be stealing. They go hand in hand in the world of piracy. Wait, that's the core of being a pirate! What do you mean Disney says pirates don't steal? That is like the definition! The definition of being a pirate is not wearing an eye patch, which, by the way, oh wait, I was gonna say Gex doesn't have, but he does have one, I just noticed. The definition of being a pirate is not looking ridiculous, it's having a ship and robbing people. Or, I guess, stealing computer games. We have a lot of modern day pirates out there. Actually, back in the day, someone in Venezuela calls, Nero made, you wanna say made a game called Crazy Bus. Okay, I know about Crazy Bus, not to be confused with Desert Bus. Desert Bus was the game in the Penn and Teller game, where you drive a bus from from California to Las Vegas, and it's like a realistic 8-hour drive where you have to adjust the wheel every so often.
Well done.
I think one of these days I might do a Desert Bus stream. You know what? I'll say it here. Moose, Amacito, anybody, you want to hold me accountable for this? If I ever get 1,000 Twitch followers, okay, that will be the follower reward stream. I will do Desert Bus. I'll do the full Desert Bus game, and I'm not allowed to end stream until I beat it, which means if I accidentally go off the road at the 7-hour mark, we have to stay live for another 14 hours, because I think what happens if you go off the road in Desert Bus, like a tow truck comes and then it takes you 7 hours to get you back to the start, then you fix the bus and then you have to drive the full way back, right? You will never remember. What is this? This is weird. Oh, I see. Okay. There's this weird thing that happens on YouTube, Moose, when you chat and say things that aren't English. it shows this symbol that automatically translates it for me.
Up for Gilbert and
When I
Sullivan,
hover
dude.
over it, it says hello, but when I just read it normally, it says hello. So it was translated from Uwu language to English. Thank you, YouTube, for doing that. This is exactly what happens, so don't mess up. Okay, I got this. I'm going across. Ah! Anyway, Crazy Bus. Yeah, I didn't know it was a Venezuelan game, but I do remember seeing it on the Angry Video Game Nerd. It was like, isn't it basically just like, you know, you pick a bus and then it comes out and then it honks a horn and you're like, wow, that's a bus. I see it. And that's the whole game. Ah, no! I messed it up! No! Why did I jump on the boat? Why is the music so happy? This is not happy. This is not a happy moment. Shiver me timbers. Look, okay? I haven't had a crash out that bad since playing Bubsy. Hold on. Maybe there is a reason Bubsy and Gex are often seen with each other. Maybe they were made for each other. They really needed to add a checkpoint over there. Do I have to kill the pirates again? Please don't tell me. Even if it's true, don't tell me. Stopping Fox is impossible. I learned that during the no shirt challenge. Okay, for the record, I am not wearing a shirt right now, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, okay? It's also very hot here, so don't judge me. It's one of the perks of being a VTuber. Yeah, in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, we made it in the no shirt challenge, where I had to beat the whole game with no shirt. Until I got to the Gerudo town, and those ladies oppressed me by locking me up in the jail for not wearing a shirt in their town. Ah! Okay. Speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know if you guys are Zelda fans, but it's been over 3 years later, and I'm still trying to 100% that game. It's on my bucket list at this point. Will I finish Tears of the Kingdom before my life ends? I don't know. I'm trying my best, though. All right, let's head back down here. What was the other, forget, what was the other remote after this one? Because whatever that one is, we're gonna have to collect all the flies. And also, if there's a hidden remote, we'll have to find that too. I forget if there are hidden remotes in this game. I think some levels don't have some. All right, let's go over here.
Isaac, Lido deck is.
Has Gex ever had, actually, important question. Has Gex ever had a multiplayer mode in any of his games? And do not tell me there was a multiplayer mode in the Game Boy Color games with the link cable. One in chat. If you ever played Game Boy or Game Boy Color, or even Game Boy Advance with a link cable. Hashtag Boomer Fox. Going up. I want these. I want that extra life. We have a lot of lives, right? Yeah, we have 32 lives. And I have not cheated. The game is just pretty generous with lives. I think like almost everybody back in the 90s that had Pokemon played, at least traded with the link cable. It was a pretty cool idea. They also had the mystery gift thing, but that was like where you had to like, you didn't need a link cable for that. I think you just like, there was an infrared sensor on the Game Boy Color, and you would just like point it to somebody else's Game Boy Color, and it would transfer it that way. You still have your link cable? Heck yeah. Do you remember the Game Boy Advance ones used to have like the 4-player split? That was pretty cool. All right, let me, I already know I'm gonna have to do this again. Let me just get down here. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance had the 4-player link cable, which is pretty badass. Okay, yep. Well, it's okay. I like the pirate game. This is preparing me for when I go to the boardwalk and play some of the boardwalk games. So I can win a stuffed animal. For, you know, for Arcadia. There we go. Come on. Those games are all rigged, though. Can't win at the carnival. It doesn't happen, man. But yeah, I think Mario Kart Advance had a mode where you could play like 4-player Mario Kart, but you needed like 4 Game Boy Advances and 4 link cables. I don't know if you could run it off one game. What is the most difficult part of speedrunning Bubsy games? Oh, yes, you must be aware that I am the world record holder of the Bubsy game that is cursed. Bubsy on Atari Jaguar, which I think everybody should play because it's insane. It's an insane game. The game was so horrible and tortured me so much that I refused to stop playing it until I completely dominated it. But I think speedrunning Bubsy games is a much different experience than just playing them casually. Like, when you go in blind to a Bubsy game, what you're in for is a bunch of death, resetting, game overs. Huh? Was I here already? I guess so. But after you learn the speedrun route, it's more about just getting all the jumps and timings and glitches, apparently, because now the run has a bunch of glitches. I'm not the biggest fan of glitches, but it is what it is. It's kind of what happens, though, with speedrunning, you know? Like, people start off just playing Super Mario World as fast as they can. And then, like, eventually, glitches get added. And then, finally, people are just beating the game in 2 minutes by glitching out the first level and getting to the credits.
Gopher.
But the most difficult part of speedrunning Bubsy is having to look at Bubsy for hours on end. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably the speed, right? There are people that are out there speedrunning RPGs. You know, that's a lot different. It's not really about the speed. It's more about how fast you can get through the menus and maybe how lucky you can get with the attacks and stuff. But with Bubsy, a little different. All of them, and you get a summoning salt video. Dude, Amasito, you know what's crazy, man? You know, if summoning salt ever makes a video on the Bubsy games, there's a good chance I might be in it. That'd be like, I know he probably won't spend too much time talking about Atari Jaguar Bubsy, but still, it's kind of cool. Also, I didn't know summoning salt was a speedrunner until he did the Punch-Out video. You know, I was like, oh, what a twist. He actually got me. You know, I'm not too big into the speed. You know, are you guys into any other speedrunning games, like watching streamers speedrun? I used to like watching Liam, who was a Mario 64 speedrunner. That guy was pretty funny. He was the world record holder in 120 star for a while. And ZFG is also a pretty fun guy to watch for Ocarina of Time speedruns. But other than that, I don't really watch speedrunners. There's a lot of RNG manipulation in RPG speedruns. Well, that too. Like, you see that with the Pokemon games, you know? Also, quick tangent. What's your favorite Pokemon game, chat? Kind of curious if Brit plays Pokemon. I don't think I've ever seen Brit draw Pokemon art. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm like a lot of other people right now. I'm kind of upset with Nintendo about a few things, with the tariff refunds lawsuit thing and other things. And how bad the Pokemon games have been lately. Pokemon Puzzle League, that's your favorite? That one is fun. That's like Panel de Pon, aka Tetris Attack, right? I do like that game. The Yellow Briefly Sun and Moon has my interest. I got both Sun and Moon. I got both of those games. They're really fun. Was Sun and Moon the one? I think. Wait, no. X and Y was the one with the Friend Safari. The Friend Safari was so busted because you can get like perfect Pokemon. There was a Reddit where people would be like, "Oh yeah, I have a Friend Safari for whatever Pokemon you want," and you would go on the Reddit and like meet up with people, become their friends on 3DS, and then get perfect statted Pokemon. I drew the Gex Pokemon once. Oh yeah, well you talk. Wait, who's the Gex Pokemon? Are we talking about the starter, the grass starter? Snivy? No, that wouldn't be it. Pokemon Red, classic. I got the blue version right on my desk right here. From Christmas '98. When did blue version come out? Maybe it was '97. My parents got me with that one. Did you guys ever see A Christmas Story? The classic Christmas movie? Where the kid wants a gun for Christmas, a BB gun. And then he opens all the presents and like, I'm spoiling the ending by the way. If you don't want spoilers, mute for like 10 seconds.
Let's get it on.
He opens all the presents and he doesn't get it. And then his dad is like, "Oh, what's that behind the tree?" And then he's like, "Oh my gosh." And it was the gun. And he immediately goes and shoots his eye out. That's what happened with me and my Game Boy Color in Pokemon. It's like, I opened all my presents, and I specifically asked Santa. I wrote the letter. I sent it to the North Pole. You know? And I didn't get it. And one of my parents was like, what's that in the tree? Literally in the tree. I was digging through this tree like a squirrel. And sure enough, there it was. Great story, right? The blue lizard. Sounds like an Urban Dictionary thing. The blue lizard. Why can't I remember? Sobble or Froakie? That, okay, I don't know. Especially with a lot of the more recent Pokemon, I just don't know. Wait, didn't I just do this one? Zip on down to the TV. Where is this? Oh, this is in a different area, isn't it? All right, let's collect some flies. We need all the flies. We are doing a 100% run because we need the real official ending where Gex becomes a real boy. Very important. Getting a perfect Ditto was really easy that way. I think I do remember doing that. I do remember getting the Ditto. That was important because Ditto... Look, let's just say, guys, if you ever go to a Pokemon daycare center, and there's a Ditto in the daycare center, do not leave your Pokemon there. Never leave your Pokemon in a daycare with a Ditto, okay? You'll find out why 9 months later when you're feeding 2 Pokemon or more. Yeah, now I'm watching the stream on a TV. Yo, it's Foxy_TV on a real TV. Heck yeah. We finally made it big. How many inches is this TV? I gotta know. Can I ask that? Is that appropriate? Froakie is an amphibian too. Oh gosh, Amasito, you just reminded me of something really horrible. Inteleon. All right, let me look it up real quick. Also, actually, there is something I want to show you guys. One sec. You probably saw this already, but take a look. And let's see here. Here it is. For a limited time only, coming soon, the Krispy Kreme Pokemon Gotta Eat 'Em All #America assorted donuts. What the heck? Look at this. I don't think I've ever had Krispy Kreme donuts. From what I heard, getting them at an actual Krispy Kreme location is a lot better than the ones they sell in the box that you get from like Costco or the store. But yeah, they're gonna have Pokeball. You could eat a Pikachu donut, a Charmander donut, or a Jigglypuff donut. There you go. Which one would you guys get? Are you interested in this? I remember I saw in the comments of this that people were kind of annoyed that 2 of the donuts are just normal donuts. Like, why couldn't they just do 2 extra Pokemon, you know? They could have did an unknown. That's like a free one, you know? From Gen 2, the unknown, the O one. It's like a free one. And they gotta have a donut Pokemon by now, right? Anyway, just thought I'd show you guys that. Let me get back to the chat here. Eevee donuts? Oh yeah, they're just brown Eevee donuts. Astral Observatory theme starts sounding. I don't think I have that one on my stream playlist. I should add it though. That's a good one. Had some Pokemon donuts in Mr. Donut. In Mr. Donut? You went inside Mr. Donut? What the heck? What is Mr. Donut? Do I want to know? Mr. Donut. Wouldn't they say Donut-san? I do want to know. I went inside Mr. Human and I ate a human. That's kind of weird. Now that's a collab donut I would buy. Sheep also posted a thing about Harry Potter Tim Hortons donuts. But like, I've never been to Timmy's. That's a Canadian thing. Is Timmy's any good? Do they have good donuts? I don't know how they compare to Dunkin' Donuts. That's like the American Timmy's. Leave? Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes we say a little curse stuff here. Oh wait, what is this?
Iceberg, get ahead!
Oh, it got to see, YouTube does this thing now where it automatically translates stuff. For the longest time, I didn't know what that symbol was. I thought you guys were just posting that symbol, and I was like, why are you doing that? But what type of Pokemon donuts did you have? See, I don't like this. If I was back in the 90s as a kid watching Pokemon the anime, and then my parents took me to like IHOP or something, or got me Krispy Kreme donuts, and they gave me a Pikachu donut that had Pikachu's face on it, I don't know, would I want to eat it? This is more common in Japan. You know, I've seen the Pokemon place where like they serve Pikachu rice, where it's just like Pikachu's head, and you have to like put a knife into it to eat it. It's like, bro, I don't want to eat Pikachu's head. We were supposed to catch the Pokemon, not eat them. I choose you for dinner. Upload the pictures in the exclamation point Discord. Okay, I'll check it out later. I am curious about this donut that you ate inside the donut. Gonna be lurking doing some chores. Pal homie in the house. What's up, pal homie? No one's home except the guy doing chores. It's one thing I gotta do, honestly. I don't have enough brain rot. I need to set up like an iPad or something in my kitchen so I could watch streams while I cook or do dishes, you know? You know what? They should have a vacuum that has a holder for your iPhone so you can watch videos while you vacuum. Or a mop that has that. You know, this is a great idea. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be on the infomercials. No, yeah, I'm gonna be on one of those late night 3 a.m. infomercials. My avatar selling the clip-on for your vacuum so you could watch Boxy_TV. It's a win-win. I get money for selling the product, and then I get money for people watching my stream. The clip hacks your phone, so the only thing you could watch is my channel. It's so huge. Sorry I say huge like that. Because of where I'm from! Huge. Pokemon high cholesterol. Oh my gosh. Pokemon, what do you think? Okay, I was gonna ask, what do you think the highest cholesterol Pokemon would be? But it's gotta be Execute, right? He's literally like 5 eggs. It's like 20% of Gaston's breakfast from Beauty and the Beast. You know the song. Once he was a boy, he ate 2 dozen eggs, hoping that he would grow large, and now as a man, he eats 5 dozen eggs. I'm glad eggs are actually cheaper now. You can actually afford them. But thanks for lurking. Also, Timmy's isn't good. They actually they actively suck. Really? What are like the top 5 worst fast food places? Would you consider them a fast food place? I would honestly put I almost said Snorlax. I would honestly put Starbucks in there, because like they charge so. I'm going the wrong way. I'm losing my mind. Hold on. This is not correct. Starbucks is like $10 for a product that is not worth $10. Even the CEO was like, yeah, it's a lot of money, but you're paying for the experience. What? The experience of getting ripped off? Dear Santa, I want
Lights out.
What is that?
That is one powerful piece of
Snorlax, who is like pure fat, it has the most cholesterol. Like we said, which Pokemon it. That's true. We didn't say which one has the most. Eggs have a lot of cholesterol, but you know what? Snorlax probably has a lot of cholesterol in him. Do you think one day we'll get an evolution for Snorlax? Could you imagine?
Crank up the Gilbert and Sullivan.
I would call it Snormaxing. Snormaximus. Make him like 10 times as large. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Get to the checkpoint. All right, I guess it's important for me to point out that we do not want to miss any flies in this stage. So we need to make sure we collect everything along our way. And if everything goes right, then we may get to see the war level next after this remote. Which I thought we were gonna do the battle #going-to-war level last stream. Top 5 near me: Timmy's, Burger King, Starbucks, McDonald's. I can't think of a 5th one. I don't, you know, it's different in different countries too. Like, I think in America, like it recently came out, or maybe this was already commonly known, but like, for like a Burger King burger, it's like 80 ingredients. Like, what the heck, man? What kind of science project is this? So they're. Also, Emma was right. Execute aren't eggs. Wait, what are they? Wait, how did I miss that? They're actually seeds? Is that why they grow into Executor? The tree? Ah, you Barrel blocked me! Benny! It's the last time! I'm getting trolled by Benny and the damn pirate ship. I never knew this. They're seeds this whole... Why would they be called execute? Okay, what is the name in Japanese on the seed, though? Is it something seed-related? Because that would make sense. I could get that. Also, what the hell was Nintendo thinking? What the hell was Pokemon thinking when they came up with the Alolan Executor? You know? The one with looks like a giant tree. Like a palm tree. Pokemon donuts probably have a lot of grasa. Yes. If you eat too many Pokemon donuts, you will become a Pokemon. Specifically Snorlax. You know, there... Hold on, one sec. I gotta close my window. Get some chocolate. Okay. There was one time, okay? I went to a convention called Offkai. Actually, they're gonna have that one again soon, but I don't think I'm going this year. I think Baldo is. But I went to a panel at Offkai, which was by these people that were obsessed with Hello Kitty. And I went there, this was before Hello Kitty Island Adventure came out. I was like, I see Hello Kitty all over the place. Everybody talks about this character. I just want to know like more about the lore. And I went to this panel. Was there a chest over there? Yes, but I already got it. I went to this panel about Hello Kitty and I did not learn anything about Hello Kitty. All they talked about was how they lived their whole life using only Hello Kitty products and eating Hello Kitty food. Wait, what? No, I went backwards! Oh my god. So I guess you could probably do something like that with Pokemon, because Pokemon is such a big franchise. You could probably spend your whole life eating only Pokemon food and using only Pokemon products. For example, somebody fact check me. Is there an official Pokemon bed? So you're tired, you want to go to sleep. Boom, sleep in my Pokemon bed. Amacito says they are called Tama, which is indeed about eggs, but they are still seeds that look like eggs. Like Tamagotchi? Okay, so egg in Japanese is tamago, right? I learned this from Fairturo's stream. Which reminds me of Tamagotchi. One in chat if you ever had a Tamagotchi. I was surprised to learn that they're still around. And they even have stuff like Neon Genesis Evangelion Tamagotchis. Nice. 8-Bit Brit's got one. Dude, okay, Brit, how crazy would it be if there was a GEX Tamagotchi? And then it was like a combo thing. They had a Bubsy Tamagotchi, and you could make them visit each other. Wait, this was here this whole time? Why didn't I think of this? We could just blast this guy. There we go. Wow, look at all those polygons. Palomi says, can a Pokemon turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece? Yeah, you get Smeargle. I never seen Smeargle actually paint anything, but you know, I think he could paint me like one of his French foxes, probably, if, you know, we were on a boat together. That could probably happen. I kind of want to watch the Pokemon anime, because I stopped watching it, like, after the Pokemon League with Ash. Like, I don't know what happens. I want to see the episode with Smeargle. Like, does he actually paint good? I don't know. I know he's kind of broken in the game, because he can learn, like, any move, right? Hello Kitty is 3 apples tall. Says who? 3 apples? I thought, wasn't the lore of Hello Kitty was that she was a real girl? Then she became a cat or something? You would love a GEX Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi is also named because they are egg-shaped and because of Tomodachi. Tomodachi is friend, right? Like Tomodachi Life? Ah! Okay. Get across here. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys know this, but Benny from the community in Tomodachi Life 2 has created me and Gex and Bubsy. And I believe the last update was that I got married to Bubsy. And I have nothing to do with this, okay? I have no control over what goes on in that game. But I am forced to give you guys updates. Whoa, okay. Oh, you see, I gotta remember that that exists. I don't need to actually... Wait, I never needed to actually redo everything. I could have used the shortcut. Now I'm on 3rd place. Yeah, I don't know how the YouTube point system works. There'll be streams where, like, Moose is in chat for, like, 2 hours just typing 200 messages, and then, like, Soup will show up and type, like, 1 message, and then Soup is in the lead. It's kind of funny. Moose says no, that Hello Kitty is a little girl, not a cat, but they don't mean she isn't a humanoid cat. It's a PR mistake. Not a cat, okay. Bro married himself. I'm not Bubsy! I'm not! Look, you want me to prove it? I'll go over to my Twitch stream right now. I'll do this, I'll do the DNA test, okay? You'll see it pop up. See what % Bubsy I am today. Even though I'm on YouTube.
Rank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
Who is Gilbert and Sullivan? Alright, here we go. Here's the results. And the results are 51%, which is 2%. It's 51% higher than I would have wanted, but, you know, it could be worse. 51% Bubsy. You guys see it there. I think it's gonna be there for the rest of the stream now. I'll probably get rid of it later. Got him! Do not change the S with the G of the A. Wait, what? Oh, you're saying when people tell you to say Gex? Guys, you should say Gex every day. You know, maybe if we all go into the mirror at 3 a.m. tonight and say Gex 3 times, Square Enix will make a new Gex game.
Gilbert.
Or maybe they'll put Gex in Kingdom Hearts 4, you know? Maybe Donald Duck will just die, and they're like, oh gosh, well, we're gonna kill off Donald Duck in Kingdom Hearts 4. So we're gonna need to replace him with another annoying character. How about Gex? He also doesn't wear pants. Perfect. There you go.
Isaac. The Lido deck is stupid.
Who is Isaac? I feel like I need to watch Hook. Is this like a reference to the Robin Williams movie? With Dustin Hoffman? Okay, there we go. Here we go. I hate my phone's autocorrector. The name of the stream. It's okay. Look, I've been streaming long enough where if you guys mess it up, I can still figure it out, okay? I've been doing this for way too long. Honestly, since this is like more of a private stream, you know, when I stream on YouTube, it's a little bit of a smaller crowd here. Ow!
Rank up the Gilbert.
To be honest with you guys, I was thinking about maybe getting a new model, or a VTuber model, doing a 2.0. Maybe sometime next year, early next year. Just throwing that out there. Because, you know, when I got this model made, it was very well done. I really like the artist. The artist also rigged the model, so it's the same person. Tauru is her name. And she has gone on to become a very popular VTuber rig person and creator. Especially when it comes to furry models. I don't know why, specifically furry models. She has said that I was the first furry that she did. And I was like, no, I'm not a furry model. What are you talking about? But yeah, I was thinking about doing a 2.0 debut for next year. If we can get the money for it. We also need to get Moose's Steam Deck. So like there's a lot of things we gotta save money for, okay? And unfortunately, computer prices are not cheap nowadays. I hate my phone's autocorrector. Hurry, Foxy, please make a Bubsy fan Q&A. A Bubsy fan Q&A? You guys, I guess like it's kind of weird because I never think of myself as a trained professional, but like, you know, when I was streaming Bubsy 4D, we would get a lot of people that would come in that were really, they were followed the Bubsy lore and knew so much about Bubsy and like how the game was made and the people behind it and all these facts. And like, I don't know that stuff. I just played the games, you know? I don't need to do this again. I just played the game, so I don't really consider myself a super professional about like how it's made. But when it comes to the games, I guess I am, right? Like, I know how to do the Bubsy 3D infinite jump glitch.
Isaac.
Moose says Fox Mom is awesome. I have updates for her tuned on to that site thingy. Yeah, I mean, I could show you what she did recently. Give me a second here. Let me, I probably should. I'll post it in the Discord later. She did like some kind of rabbit. A talking rabbit. Also, there's a purple version of a fox. That doesn't look like me, but is a fox. Okay. Did we get all the flies down here? I think so. Does he give me some if I kill him? Let's find out. Yeah. Yeah, tail time. Tail time. I think he does. Yeah, he did. All right, we have 58% of the flies. Question chat. Okay, I get out of here over here. I was gonna ask, how the hell do I get out of here? This way. What? The pixels were shaking. Okay, let's head up here. So yeah, what games have you guys been playing lately? I've been playing Pal World. I played with Anxiety Cream the other day. She started a server. It was pretty wild, I must say. I did have a death in Pal World where I died like Bubsy. I was gliding and I ran out of stamina and I dropped in the water, and since I had no stamina and I fell in the water, I instantly drowned. I died in the water just like Bubsy. Very sad.
I am the greatest.
Gex, you are so humble. Right, let's look. Are we missing any flies here? Yes. Missing 2 here. I gotta be careful jumping around in this boat. Should learn my lesson. You guys know how to swim, right? You wouldn't go on a boat if you didn't know how to swim, right? I should be able to lick my way to the top here. That's rigged. Finally started Gex 2 next week. Heck yeah. I'm definitely gonna be there for that. Never gonna miss the chance for a Gex 2 stream. Also, I did see, I don't know if you guys know, there is an official Gex Discord. I only found out about it because it is linked in the Bubsy Discord. I think I did see Brit posting something in the Gex Discord. I was like, of course Brit's in the Gex Discord. Of course, it makes perfect sense. I'll look forward to that stream. Play with a friend and started a solo world to catch up in levels. Oh, you're talking about Power World. Yeah, I started a solo world. I was gonna play with I Am Tinderly, but I Am Tinderly is already like level 70, you know? It's like, what? I'm gonna jump in a server, and I'm gonna be attacked by like Mewtwo and Ho-Oh, and all these legendary Pokemon, and I'm sitting here with my bat, with my stick. Okay, my stick in the game, you know what I'm talking about. Because I'm so primitive, I'm just starting. I can't have that. I gotta be real careful, I did not want to start this over. Okay, careful, Gex. I think we got everything up here, though. Wonder where the next area is, because we have already been to a lot of places, and we have not collected a lot of flies. Oh, we have to kill this parrot. It's essential to collect the last fly from him.
Go first. Captain.
But yeah, it's one thing that kind of sucks with Pal World is like, if you're playing solo, you can't like transfer your character into a multiplayer server, right? Like you have to start fresh each server. Unless there's like a setting to change that, I don't know. There we go. Forbidden soup! What is the soup of the day? Welcome to Gex. Say Gex, soup. Everybody has to say Gex. It is required. How's it going, soup? How you doing today? You been playing anything good lately? I Am says, I've been playing I Want to Be the Guy. I Want to Be the Guy, a real classic Kaizo game. I remember that game. Although, I have a lot more memory for I Want to Be the Bashi. Although, I think that game is much harder. It's funny though, it has so many memes in it. Unfortunately, I was never able to get past Sonic the Hedgehog. That boss was way too hard in that game for me. Maybe I should revisit it with cheats or something. But I Want to Be the Guy is fun. I like your avatar. We're talking about Foxy_TV. This guy right here. Oh, let's see. What else can I do? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, sometimes if I'm on YouTube, it's because I don't have my model that day. So I just want to stream, but I rigged it up today. What else do we got here? Me, when you call me a furry. Not a furry. Tell you what, if we hit 200 YouTube followers, subscribers this stream, I'll show you guys the full model. Hopefully I don't get banned. Sus Fox. Me when I'm reading you guys in chat. What else do we got here? Also got my Game Boy Advance SP for the hand cam streams. We did play GEX 2. I don't know if Britt was there for that, but we did do GEX 2 on Game Boy Color with the hand cam, because I do have Fox gloves. I'll probably bring that back for Deep Pocket Gecko whenever we do that on Twitch. And the 3DS XL. It's just like my real one. Black and red, so edgy.
Go first. Captain Stubby.
Who says I really wanted to play the Mound? The Mound, but I can't play it with friends without a subscription. Okay, you're talking about Xbox. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But at least it's not PlayStation. Wasn't it Xbox back in the day that everybody hated? Because like Xbox was trying to get rid of game discs, and then like Sony was like, this is like the PS4 era. Sony was like, but we have discs. You could just give your discs to your friend. That's how you trade games. And now how the times have changed. Pelamy says, I haven't tried the global PAL box, but I think that's what it's for. Okay, so maybe you use that to level up quickly, but it doesn't carry your character level over. Furry TV is having GEX live. No, I'm not having GEX. I mean, I'm playing GEX. Okay, you don't have GEX, you play GEX. What am I, having GEX over for dinner? The guy would eat everything. There'd be nothing left for me. This. I'm also still logging into First Descendant every day. I'm getting the nurse outfits. I gotta be honest, I uninstalled that game a couple days ago because I needed hard drive space for Pal World. I'm sorry, I can always reinstall it, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. See, you got #1. It doesn't make any sense, but you're #1. You are the #1 chatter. Oh god, I just remembered the weakest link. Anybody ever watch that show? Like the British Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, only the lady was like super mean. Surely they made like a video game based on that show. Maybe I'll stream it one day. I think he's done like 3. The soup of the day is beef tendon pho. I gotta eat more pho. What have I done 3 of? You have a lot of variations of your avatar. Well, we have the cursed fox. Hold on, let me see if I got him here. Let's see. No, okay, this is not. It was labeled Foxy, but this is actually just my name in the Bubsy 3D font style, made by Kylita, who you guys saw on the Meowgic stream.
We'll follow you.
I could go to my folder real quick and show you. Yeah, watch this fox disappear. I've been banned. Let's see, we've got. Here we go. This is my business attire. It's a business on top, casual on the bottom. This is when I had to go in to do that Office collab. I asked Moose to put a jacket on me there. And then we've got Party Fox. In case there's Invisible Furry. We got Party Fox here. Have you shown off? Yeah, we showed the controllers. I've never done a stream with 3DS though. I don't know how I would do that. I think if you want to stream, like capture your 3DS to your computer, you need a special mod chip in your 3DS. And here is K-Kona. He's a real American hero. You guys want to see more of K-Kona and his adventures? He'll be on the road trip Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday on Twitch, we're going to be going across America. I think we've got about 40 hot destinations we could visit. And we're going to be playing Cruis'n USA on real hardware. What? Who is that? Get that human out of my Fox stream. Also, there's this guy. I am not this guy. If you've seen the movie with this guy, keep in mind, it is not me. Money needs Glover? Okay. You know, I really should revisit the Glover games. Not the N64 one. You guys played Glover before? I gotta revisit, or try the PlayStation version of Glover, because it is a completely different game. I mean, it's the same levels and story, but like it's built from the ground up in a different engine. Foxy and Pixar, maybe one day. That's the future we don't deserve and we don't need, is me and Pixar movies. What would the movie even be about? Imagine a movie, a Pixar movie with Foxy in it. It'd be like, you know, me proving I'm not a furry. Bubsy would be there. Gex would be there. Keikona would be there. Now, let me try to figure out where the heck this other part of the level is, because like there's a whole section of the level I haven't been to yet. Right? Is it on the backside of the ship? This is giving me like Rusty Bucket Bay vibes from Banjo-Kazooie, and that is not a good thing. People say that is the worst level in the game. And they hate that level. But honestly, I like Rusty Bucket Bay. I think it's kind of cool. It's harder, you know? It's not supposed to be easy all the time. You love Octofox? We don't talk about Octofox. That, you know, that happened the first time we had Octofoxy. I know I'm talking about Octofox. I said I wouldn't. The first time that happened was when we did the debut stream of my model. And oh, I got stuck. When we did the debut stream, and what happened? I accidentally hit too many toggles. I didn't even make it one stream. All right, we gotta be careful not to fall here. I think if we get to the other side here, it might lead us to where we need to go. Okay, one. I remember liking Glover as a kid, but I also liked Banjo-Kazooie as a kid and hated it as an adult. Oh, really? You hate Banjo-Kazooie? Side note, I have been working on the Banjo-Kazooie ROM hack. I'm still at the snag though, is that I don't know how to rig Banjo's animations into the recompiled game. And people, I've joined some communities, but I'll keep trying, okay? I think it'll happen one day. I did add more of the custom text translation lines though. Was I not supposed to come down here? I guess I'll backtrack. Maybe we gotta head to the other end of the ship. That's what I'm thinking. Does that make sense? Let's see if we can get back over there. We'll see if we can outrun this wall Indiana Jones style. To be fair, we did need to come all the way over here to get the flies. Foxy isn't a furry, the movie. To which, like, I guess like most people know what a furry is nowadays, right? And don't say I'm looking at one, don't say it's you. Like if you were to, I should do this, right? 800 follower goal video. I go up to 100 random people and ask them if they know what a furry is while wearing fox gloves with a microphone. How many of them will punch me in the face? Probably at least 5. Let me check the other end of this room because I feel like, what is this about? Can we move this? Looks like Gex wants to push this, but he's just not strong enough. No. Who says I hate Banjo-Kazooie on the Xbox S? Wait, I don't want to miss anybody's chat. Soup says you and Bubsy never share a scene because you're the same person? What are you talking about? You're saying when I played Bubsy that was all pre-recorded because it was a game? That was me in the game playing myself? I don't think so.
Captain Scooby needs a background.
Hate Banjo-Kazooie on the Xbox S. Probably better. Yeah, you gotta play it on the original hardware. I think N64s go for $100 now on eBay for working ones. Of course, Banjo-Kazooie is gonna cost a decent amount probably. But that's kind of the only way to play it. I did play it on the Switch Online with the Joy-Cons, but it's not the same. I don't know where to go. Anybody have any suggestions on where we should be going here to get to the last part of the level? Was I in the right area before? I'm looking for like a door or something up here.
Rank up for Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
Hal? Who's Hal? Hal homie says, no, Foxy. Of course not. You were primordial furry. What do you mean? I was the first furry? Actually, that is a good question. You know, if you think back to the caveman days, right? I'm not saying I was there. I'm not that old, but like, these people were out there and the winter came, winter is coming, and they had to survive. They had to stay warm. So what did they do? They killed a bear. They killed a tiger, and then they took its fur and made a suit out of it. Not to be fashionable or to be an animal, pretend they're an animal. No, it was to stay alive. So would you dare call a caveman? Let me toggle this. Would you dare call a caveman that wears a bear skin clothing outfit, fursuit, a furry? I don't know, guys. Would you? Would you rather die? Lula instantly. Lula's just sitting there. I bet Lula is like, didn't even look at the monitor, just typed yeah. Enter. Yeah. Angry furry? I'm not a furry! How many times do I gotta teach you this lesson, chat? Also, by the way, if you're new here, subscribers of the Foxy_TV channel are the sheep. Yeah, that's why you guys are in the bottom right. You're the sheep. Every VTuber has to have a community. I don't know. Just made sense to me. You're playing yourself live? I'm not Gex either! If I was Gex, I'd be a Scaly. What, you guys think when I do my 2.0 debut, I'm gonna debut as a Gecko? I mean, Britt would probably like if I debuted as a Gecko, but I'm not gonna be a scaly Gecko VTuber.
Rover. Captain Scooby needs a back rub.
So I have thought of it. You're the best English VTuber I've met. Oh, thank you. Are you saying like the best in speaking English? That's kind of cheating though, because I was I was born in America, and you know, here in America, when we go to school, they make you take English class every year until you graduate high school. You know, even though you are literally born speaking the language, your parents speak it, they make you take English class every year. Even in the last year of high school. This is what my high school schedule was like. I don't know if it is, like, I think it's different based on where you're at, but like, where I'm from, it was like, you have to take gym, you have to take English, and then every other class is an elective, or you have to repeat whatever you failed. So, I had like one class that I didn't do homework for. Actually, 2 classes I had to repeat, and all the others were electives. But English was required! They make you take English! Why? Waiting for you to debut as a chameleon. It might happen one day. Lula's here! Lula's been streaming some Splatoon Raiders. How you liking that game, Lula? Is it good? I heard it. I saw somebody post on Twitter that Splatoon Raiders is the highest rated Switch 2 game. Also, Moose, can you help me out? Oh wait, what is... There's something on the wall here. We need... Okay, I found it. Never mind. I found it. I don't need help. I found it. It's really fun. Is there a 2-player mode, or is it just single player? Ah! I guess maybe it's multiplayer, but it's not like... Oh, we would have missed this too. Hold on, let me check the walls here. We're actually getting pretty close to 100 collectibles. And honestly, that's what makes Gex 2 on Game Boy Color so hard, is that you have to get all the collectibles, and it's really frustrating to get them all. The janky controls. Alright, there we go. Isn't that like literature and proper grammar things? Yeah, but still, I don't want to know it. It's English, you know? It's like, why do I gotta read Shakespeare? The guy is I don't want to read Shakespeare in ye old English. Why do I gotta know ye old English? Huh? Doesn't make any sense. We don't speak it anymore. What am I gonna be, some kind of historian? Am I gonna be reading the old books? Alright. The key was that we need to find... Wait, where's the sticky wall? Oh, we get here. Okay. This is where we get up. This is kind of well hidden, honestly. Sheepy. Yes. Actually, since you're new here, let me show you my sheep collection. At least... Actually, no, I have them all here. Hold on. Let me pull up the sheep scene. Honestly, my OBS is really laggy because I have 200 pictures loaded into it for the road trip. I was very bummed that we didn't go on the road trip last weekend, but we will this Sunday. Alright. Page 3. Yeah, there's everybody who is a 1+ year subscriber. We got Amasito there in the red glasses. We got Moose there. It's obviously Moose. Other people haven't been to stream yet. Lula might be a sheep soon. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe Soup one of these days. All made by me. I'm not an artist, but do have the program to draw. It helps having the program.
Deck is
Also critical. Wait, what are you talking about? I gotta really catch up on the chat. Your English is better than my Spanish. Really? Wait, that's not a compliment. Oh, you're talking to... No, you're not talking to me. Moving on to Scalier Founder Happy for Your King. Wait, what? Why are you making me think of sneaking? I was thinking about this recently. Sneaking is a Xbox 360 game, right? The thing is, I have never had an Xbox or an Xbox 360, and I read that Xbox 360 is backwards compatible with Xbox. So I kind of want to get an Xbox 360. But my question is there a version of Xbox 360 that will not get the red ring of death? Because I don't want to buy a used console that used to break like right away when you bought it.
Isaac.
Because it's definitely gonna break.
Deck is
It's like 20 years
stupid.
later. Hello? Back here. Also critical thinking. That's true. That's what like the SAT English thing is about. What is your favorite level of Bubsy 3D? I love Runaway Woolly. Which one was that? Runaway Woolly. I'm trying to remember. I'll have to look later. I don't remember the name. I remember what all the levels look like. Furry on the space? No! If you ever fall into a dungeon in London, you can get out by reciting the 1010th line in Shakespeare. Are you You're just making this up. Shula. We call it language in Argentinian schools, but it's mostly the same. I also didn't like all the names and stuff or proper sentence structure. Yeah, grammar was mostly a middle school thing. And the thing is, I had a very good English teacher in 8th grade. And I know you're gonna say, Foxy, you can't read. That may be true, but I can at least write pretty... I could write pretty good. We called it lasagna in school. We would make it out of tomato sauce and pasta and cheese. Here's a question. Do you guys ever have like a cooking class in school? We had a cooking class in middle school. It was like straight up just the kitchen. They had a bunch of stoves in there where I learned how to make eggs. Honestly, if I didn't have that cooking class in middle school, maybe I wouldn't have even tried cooking. I would have just said to myself, this is too much work. This is too hard. One sec, there's an alarm going off.
We'll follow you, preacher.
Okay.
Isaac. The Lido deck is
Sorry about being
stupid.
behind on chat. Obviously, Moose is your next Twitch name. Why do I think that it's gonna be Benny that
Hang
takes
up
that
with
name, not you?
Sullivan, dude.
You appreciate literature more. It's super important, even if I feel like most teachers fail to get the proper analytical skills. Okay, that's not good. Hold on a second. You're gonna be a Scaly founder. Scaly founder? What does that mean? They have some kind of like exclusive Twitch club for Scaly VTubers? I've seen a few crocodile VTubers, but never geckos. Alright, is there a way to run here? I think I'm going as fast as I can. We gotta see what's over here. Okay. I don't think the game wanted me to go this way. No. I just immediately go. At least they can't hurt me. Am I bugged out? Oh wait, going up. Ah, what? Okay. Huh? It just ends? What's the point of that? What was the point of that? No, don't die, Gex! Did I just get trolled? Why would they do that? Why would that be in the game?
Gopher.
So can I get a Gex expert to tell me what the point of that was? If it was to make me mad, congratulations, you succeeded, game designers. The curtains are not just blue, but sometimes they fixate in weird, not quite correct things. The fancier versions are less likely to get the red ring, but I don't remember them fully fixing it. Yeah, that's what I heard too for the Xbox 360. Can I even... Wait, that's backwards, right? Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Do you know what this means, guys? This means we have to go back to collect all the flies again. I took like 4 flies of damage because I was stuck on the wall of death. It really did kill me. It was deadly. And it was not silent.
How do you like
Could you play Conker's Bad Fur Day any other day? You're gonna love this. I am a proud owner of Conker's Bad Fur Day on N64. That was one of the more expensive ones I had to add to my collection. Also, I need to get on that. I just realized there's a chest down there with flies in it. So we need to go back and get that. Oh, is he gonna give me more flies? No, right? But yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day, I have played through it twice. I've never played the Live and Reloaded one, which I think was just added to Game Pass on Xbox. I guess we already got that. But I would not be opposed to playing it. It's a little bit tricky at parts, but it could happen. Could you rap for us? Now you're asking too much. It's a shame they don't explain why they want you to find the reason for curtains being blue. It's a really good skill to have, but they present something pointless. In middle school as well, we made cookies as our final assignment. Hopefully not for English class. It was like the ultimate curveball. All right, now that you know English, can you follow a recipe? Can you read the instructions? It's Benny! Benny, look! You're in the game. You're helping me not lose my brain cells. I'm going crazy, okay? Help me, Benny. Welcome to the stream, Benny. How's it going? Are you working today? Are you at work? The George Washington of Scalies? Kinda curious. Does anybody know who the first, like, furry VTuber was? Don't say me. Lula, stop it. Stop typing it. I was so embarrassed in class yesterday. The teacher made us come to the front and say who in the class we liked. What kind of teacher is this? I never once had that happen. It was my turn, so I said the name of a random girl, and the whole class thinks I like her. Alright. What kind of evil teacher would make you go in front of the class and say that? Yeah, I think if that happened in America, that teacher would probably get fired. Alright, here we go. Unless it was like to overcome like being afraid of talking in front of people, that kind of makes sense. Aha! Hello Me says I played for a bit. Was not that good. Conker Reloaded. Yeah, you gotta play the original one. The cooking class in middle school. I'm sure Benny took a cooking class in middle school because now Benny is a professional pizza maker. A real paisano. One of these days we're gonna be eating at Benny's Pizzeria. Mark my words. I guess we also missed that skeleton. Oh, I hate this. I'm being tortured! This is like Bubsy all over again! I want to get out of this level! I must persevere. I must finish this level. I cannot stream GEX next time and be stuck in the pirate level. It will not happen. Yeah, it's a crazy thing to have to say in front of your class. Like, I don't know. Maybe it'll work out for some people, but I don't think the girls would like go for that, you know? Okay. I'm doing a bad job on chat today. I'm sorry. This game is getting to me. Benny says I was at work this morning, but I finished like 5 hours ago. Good to hear it. Was busy. The new Spider-Man movie came out, so we had a cinema across the street, so we're packed. I was thinking for a second that meant you had like Spider-Man themed Pizza Hut pizza. It's Spider-Man pizza, where the cheese looks like web. Is it really cheese? I don't know. It's webby. Also rolled my ankle and almost took down a whole shelf full of dishes to save yourself. You gotta, I mean, Pizza Hut definitely would understand if you had to break like 100 dishes to save your life. I mean, you could, they would understand. They would not fire you over that. Yeah, like we could buy 100 more dishes, but we cannot replace Benny, the best paisano in town. I love the original. Why did I jump there? Love the original Conkers. My friend used to have it, but they sold it in a garage sale. See, that's why I love garage sales. You guys ever find anything good at a garage sale? Dude, I jumped in this hole and I saw sheep in the bottom right, and it scared me. I was like, why is sheep in this hole? Ah, no, go back. It puts the lotion on the wool. Okay, now sadly, we're gonna have to go to the ship section again. They really needed to add more checkpoints in this stage, unless I'm just missing them. All right, going up. Launch.
We'll follow you, preacher.
But glad to hear everything worked out at work. We're talking about garage sales. Yeah, so have you guys been to garage sales, yard sales, estate sales? They have a lot of them around where I'm from, at least. And some of the best deals I've gotten was once, I've told the story many times, but it was a random barn slash farm. And I'm like, well, what could they possibly have at a yard sale at a farm that's good? So we were like, all right, let's just go check it out real quick. And to park the car there, we had to drive over these rocks, and it turned out we wound up getting a flat tire. Because one of the rocks, I guess, was pointier, or maybe there was glass there, I don't know. But either way, you have to get that tire fixed. But what we did get there was a $20 complete well, not complete, but a $20 basically complete Nintendo Wii console, which I have, and I use for streaming, and I might use pretty soon to stream Over the Hedge. That's what I've been thinking, at least. Oh, many were like that. Another big find was Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1 for $1. It was some college bros. They were just selling their old PlayStation stuff. And I was like, how much for this not greatest hits version of Metal Gear Solid 1? In box with the manual. And they're like, $1 is good. I was like, okay, I mean, if you insist, I guess I can pay $1. I am says a German teacher which study on USA, and she went to Columbia after studying. Okay, the German teacher. Yeah, it's a very bizarre ask. Moose loves yard sales. We got a Wii with a ton of games and equipment, and a PS3 with a bunch of games. Oh, you had a PS3? Dude, I'd kill for a PS3. One, because I don't have a Blu-ray player, and two, because the PlayStation 3 is an awesome console. Back in the day, it was like $400 to $600, and that was like that was like 2006 money. It was so expensive. So, let me get rid of this stupid Bubsy chat that I have over here. There we go. Yeah, I remember having a PS3 and a Wii U, but those are both consoles that I wound up selling on eBay for one reason or another. Very sad. I gotta remember to go down the hole and get the flies down there. Congrats though. Fox, how did you start doing streams and speedruns? Okay, question time. How did I start doing streams? My first, okay, originally I had a Let's Play YouTube channel with my friend that I grew up with, and we started this back in 2018. We got together and just sat down in a room, and we did this YouTube channel where we would pick a game at random. Like, we let a wheel decide which game we played for a certain console, and then we would just play it for 30 minutes. And we would find the weirdest games doing this stuff. And after a while, we realized people on YouTube in the year 2018 are not watching Let's Plays anymore. So, like, as fun as it was to sit down and play video games and talk over it like the Game Grumps, it just wasn't going anywhere. So, what I wound up doing was we started doing live streams instead. And then I left their channel and started my own thing, and the rest is history. How did I start doing speedruns? Well, speedruns, there's a guy named Shiva that asked me to join an event a couple years back where they were... What was the name of these guys? Let me get the name of this event. It was... Or I think it was...
Isaac.
I have it right here. It's a retro channel. RGL TV. There's a channel called RGL TV, and they were doing this event where they were having one person, or at least they were trying to get one person to stream every... Not one person. Let me rephrase this. They were trying to get, in one stream, one continuous stream, a speedrun of every NES game. So Shiva asked me if I would participate, and I was like, all right, let me see what NES games nobody signed up for. So I look at the list, and sure enough, there was a furry game on there called Beauty and the Beast on NES. So I was like, all right, I'll sign up for this game. And wound up speedrunning that until I got the world record in it. And then later on, I decided I wanted to get a world record in a Bubsy game. And the one I chose was the Fractured Furry Tales one. And that's the story. Thanks for asking. This was like in some... What are you talking about? Oh, Moose's yard sale thing? It was like sometime before 2016, but after 2012. Okay, so that's still a pretty good deal, though. Okay, Okay, I think we got everything up here, right? Let's head back. Head back! They need to give Gex a sword for this game. #1 furry speedrun. Okay, the sad thing, Lula, is... why is the platform just moving? I'm gonna die. The sad thing is that the 2 world record speedruns I have
Isaac,
are in
Lido deck is
Beauty and the Beast, where you play as a furry, and Bubsy and Fractured Furry Tales, where you're literally Bubsy. And let's be honest, Bubsy is a furry, right? I was thinking about doing a run of Mr. Nuts, too. I was thinking about speedrunning Mr. Nuts. I don't know yet. Not the SNES or Genesis version, but the Game Boy version. Benny says, I was literally just talking about Over the Hedge with my brother not like 10 minutes ago. That's every day for you. Don't you talk about... Benny, how often do you talk about the B movie? Never forget the B movie on Nintendo Wii, where they glitched out the end of the game, and you couldn't even fight the last boss, who was that fat southern guy. And I'm not talking about K-Kona. 1 second. I gotta close this window, because somebody's using fabric softener. Controller. There we go. It's the story of Foxy the... No, it's not the story of Foxy the furry. Foxy is not a furry. Oh, you're making me think maybe I should, try... You know, I wanted to multi-stream my Twitch streams also onto YouTube, but there's only 2 options with that. One is to go through Restream.io, and that makes things... I think that makes things a little laggier, and also, like, lets them have all your data, which is kind of weird when you stream. And the other option is to do it on your computer, just multi-stream with OBS, but that takes a lot of computer power, and my computer is very old. So, I don't have a lot of options. I can really only stream on one platform. Sadly. Honestly, don't talk about the B movie as much as you think. Okay, I believe you. Probably Foxy speedrun cheat him. We did play Action 52. We did do an Action 52 stream where we played every Action 52 game. All 52 of them, including the Cheetah Man. Would I speedrun it though? I don't think so. That's what I tell myself, at least now. Do you guys speedrun any games? If you could speedrun one game, which game would it be? You don't necessarily have to speedrun for world record. Having your own personal goals is good enough. I think we got everything here. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Very important in here, these 4, and the guy in the bottom. Yeah, we are going for the 100% ending, so we need all the flies. No match for my tail. World record of Bubsy 3D. Also speedrun shovelware games of the Wii. That's a... shovelware games on the Wii. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about this pretty recently. YouTube is trying to get me to watch, like... I got recommended this video about PlayStation slop games. Now, you really only hear about slop games recently. You know, like Friend Slop and, you know, AI games, stuff on Steam where it's just shovelware. But slop games have been around for a long time. Yeah, there's something up there. Oh, that's where we gotta get. All right, let's go inside first. Let's go check the web. We gotta get around on that web first and get the flies there. Hopefully I don't die on the wall of death. But yeah, it turns out, you know, it was like usually 1 console per generation. So like, during the N64, PS1, Sega Saturn generation, the PlayStation was the console that got all the slop games. That's why there's like thousands of PlayStation games. And this really makes me curious because I'd love to like do streams where I just go look at random PlayStation games. I think I'd want to learn more Japanese though. That would help a lot. Hopefully one day I can know enough Japanese where I could read the games to you guys and we could actually look at them. But I ain't there yet. Amasito could probably do it. But yeah, PlayStation had slop. What else had slop? The Wii was the slop console of that generation. It wasn't the Xbox, it wasn't 360, it wasn't the PS3, it was the Wii. I watched a Mexican YouTuber playing some shovelware games with Nintendo Switch 2. Switch 2 has shovelware? What the heck?
Isaac.
I think the Switch definitely had a lot of
filthy.
shovelware, that's for sure. Okay, over here, there doesn't seem to be anything. I think we just go along this wall until we get to the flies that we need, and then we back out of here. And then we get out of here. If you want to get the world record in Bubsy 3D, I think it's doable, but it's gonna be a grind, because that guy has a pretty good run. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any flies here. Oh, there's one here. I think I saw it. All right, let's try to find a way.
We'll follow you, preacher.
You know what's gonna happen, guys? We're gonna get to the remote, and we're not gonna have the 100 flies, so we're gonna have to leave and look for the ones that we missed. There's shovelware. Wait, hold on. Shovelware game on the Switch 2 called.
Rank up for Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
I don't even want to read that. I'm guessing it was not made in America.
Isaac. The Vito deck
here.
is filthy.
Jump in the hole, Gex! Hit the deck! But yeah, as far as like other stream ideas, I got Over the Hedge. That's a good option. I got a bunch of stream ideas. I need to stop having technical difficulties on Sunday so I can actually get things done. We still got to do the Exploding Whale stream, right, Moose? It's already it's gonna be in August. We're already late for it. All right, there's nothing here. Let's go to the final room. You know that one? Is that the one where you make it's a very popular game where you make like halal food. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's called Shawarma Bros or something. Get up here. And now the question is, how the heck do we get to the back of the ship? I don't think we can't really get any higher here, right? Are this supposed to be? Why are there echo seagulls? Am I just noticing this now? Can I climb this? No. You love the Exploding Whale stream. Yep, I've already got the full list of animals planned out. Looks like maybe you get in from down there. Wait. No. What's your opinion on the LARP what are LARP channels? I've been hearing a lot about LARPing lately, like, mostly like people LARPing as police officers, you know, where it's like some guy will like dress up with an Amazon police officer uniform he bought and put a siren on his car, and then he'll get pulled over by a real cop and get sent to jail because it's illegal. I don't know what LARPing is though. I mean, I know what LARPing is. Back in my day, we called LARPing like the people like that would get dressed in suits of armor and play Dungeons and Dragons in real life out in the field. Tung Schwar is an AI brain rot character. Oh, he's the... I know who he is. He's the brown brick guy, right? Alongside Ballerina Cappuccino or whatever her name is. Yeah, he must be the brown brick guy with the big face, with the big smile. I think I know what you're talking about. LARP is the new word to call posers. Okay, so you're talking about like people, like back in my day, we had skaters. And then you had posers that didn't skateboard, but they like dressed up with the skater gear and stuff.
We'll follow you, preacher.
Is it something like that? I mean, I don't mind if it's as a joke. That sounds kind of funny. Oh wait! No! Get in the hole, Gex! Could have died there. What if we have to get around the whole web to get out of the stage? Right? I'm trying to see over there, but. See up here. Like maybe the exit is. I don't remember. Let me try to get around here on the web. You want to check the guide for this one, Moose? I could wrap this stream up as we approach the 2-hour mark. And my goal for this stream is to finish this level with 100 flies, and then find the next stage for next time. Exactly like that. There's a Technoblade LARPer that I absolutely abhor. What's Technoblade? I don't even know what that is. Am I getting old? Is that like Beyblades? Let it rip? One in chat if you've ever used a Beyblade top. I've never seen the show. I kind of want to see the show because it seems like such a ridiculous idea. You know? You thought Yu-Gi-Oh was ridiculous, where all these guys obsess about a children's card game? No. What about Beyblade, where they're playing with tops? Pal homies shot a Beyblade before? You know what I should do? You know what would be a really funny video? Is like, you wear like a trench coat, and then you go to like a biker bar, like someplace where tough guys hang out, like the Salties Splatoon, where the Inklings are. And then like you pick a fight with one of the bikers, like, hey, you want to take this outside? And then you go outside and you slap down the Beyblades arena, and you're like, let's go. Let it rip. And you pull out your trench coat, and you got Beyblades in there. Real tough guy behavior. Oh no, I'm a furry now. Says, I am the sheep of Foxy, the furry streams. You have to be a 1-year subscriber. Become a sheep. Or I guess just follow on Twitch. No, subscribe on Twitch? I don't know what the rules are. Honestly, I was thinking about doing a lore video. You guys will notice on Sunday, if you read the About section of my Twitch channel, I finally changed some information in there. Yeah, I'm making a horrible mistake. If I die here, I'm ending the stream. I should really... Wait, there is something there, right? What's that room? Oh, that's... Oh, wait. No, go down, Gex! It just ends. There's nothing there. This is the Buccaneer channel. You wouldn't have guessed, right? But that's what it is. That's what they used to call the pirate ship ride at Six Flags, though. You guys ever go on a ride like that? Yeah, they had a pirate ship ride at Six Flags. A very common ride. All it does is go back and forth. But if you sit in the very ends of the ship, they go pretty high, so you do feel some gravity up there. Remember at Six Flags they had a extreme version of that ride where it was a space shuttle, and instead of just going back and forth, it would spin around. I was never brave enough to ride that one because it would hang upside down. I'm not gonna just sit there hanging upside down. What if the harness breaks? Things happen. This is Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. Also, I am Foxy_TV. Welcome to Jackass. Wait, isn't there a new Jackass movie coming out?
We'll follow you.
Anybody remember when I streamed Jackass the game on PlayStation 2? That was weird. I feel like I'm missing something, man. I'm missing flies, I know it. It's okay, well at least gets to the end of the level, then 18 flies. We're trying to do Remote 3, which is... which is whatever the third one is. It's not fire the cannonballs at the pirates, and it's not a furry, and it's not... What was the first one? I don't even remember. It's the third one, though. The third remote. I think I'm actually gonna drop down here and just take a quick look around. Gonna do a sanity check. Ooh, get some health too. Maybe I'll just stay in this level, you know what? You guys ever just boot up a game just to hang out in it? I feel like that's common for like Sonic, you know? Nope, already got it. You guys ever boot up a game just to listen to the music? This music's not that bad. Oh, I did miss! See, we would have missed it. Good thing we came back. Let me check this rat too.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Gex, do not encourage smoking. It is, you know, Sonic over here doing his PSAs, telling kids not to smoke. Meanwhile, Gex is over here telling kids to smoke. What the heck? Alright, going up here, gonna take the shortcut. Can you do us a favor? When you buy new console or something, can you do an unboxing? Well, good news for you. You're gonna love this news. When Bubsy and the Perfect Collection came out by Limited Run Games, they gave an insane option for crazy people to buy a Perfect Collection, which was a 150 box set of Bubsy merch. Now this was last July that this came out, I think, or maybe it was last August. Either way, it was supposed to come out already, but they delayed it. However, Foxy_TV did purchase this item. So, whenever I finally get my paws on it, I will do an unboxing live on stream. And I'll make a video of it too. So yes, we will do that. Also, where's the cannon? There's supposed to be a cannon here. Do I have to talk to this guy first?
Why, sir, them treasure chests contain treasure.
No kidding! Mr. Tip over here. Dip down to TV. Climb first mast on the deck using cargo nets. Jump to second mast. There's a zip line there? I don't remember seeing a zip line, but okay. Let me backtrack real quick here. Look, Moose, you know what's gonna happen? If we get to the end of the level... Wait, how come I can't...
Isaac?
How come I can't get the cannonball to show up so I can get past this gate? What did I have to do for... Does it not spawn? I think I'm losing it. I look up the OST and jam out. Well, yeah, but you know, back before, you know, YouTube came out in like 2006, 2007. What'd you have before YouTube? Napster? LimeWire? What happened before then? Back in the 90s, you know, you either had to buy the game CD soundtrack, or you could CD's nuts. Got 'em. Or you just boot the game up and chill out in an area that you like the music of. All right, you know, I'm just gonna go forward with it because I don't know what's going on with that thing. I'm gonna do what Moose said, but you know, it's kind of dangerous. I might die. It's possible we'll die there. Let's give it a shot. Actually, one sec. I'll just stay down here. You guys could do a staring contest with Gex. Okay. I am says I feel like a VTuber, a viewer of another stream, rude, who is called Furry. Who's what? Does he have foxgloves? Look, having foxgloves does not make me a furry. Okay. How weird would it be if look at my hands on stream right now. How weird would it be if I did a hand cam and I just had human hands with human nails and human thumbs? It doesn't make any sense. Obviously, I gotta put on foxgloves. It is not to be a furry. It is so you guys know that I am a fox. No 6-7 emotes. Did YouTube add those? Are those actual YouTube emotes? They couldn't. They wouldn't. They shouldn't. Dude, the year 2067 is gonna go so hard. You think anybody will remember the 6-7 meme by then? I'm thinking no. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got. We gotta make our way all the way across. Make our way downtown. Oh wait, we can climb up these masts. Let's see. Oh, I see. Before, okay, this is a different level. Oh my god, I fell. Okay, first we get across here. Wait, can we just skip that part? No, we're gonna have to do it. Not 6-7. No, even Benny's getting in on it. What the heck?
Iceberg, dead ahead!
That should be on the punishment wheel. Fox makes a 6-7 emote with the sheep. 6-7 sheep. You know, that's something a lot of other VTubers do, is they have like, they have more than one emote of their community character doing different things. We just have the sheep drinking menacingly. Wait, climb the okay, no, this isn't what Moose said. Moose said, over here, and then get up this, and then slide down that to the TV, right? And we're not missing anything. Checking our count, we need 16 more flies. What is this? What is that? You know what's funny? Benny, YouTube auto-translated what you said to this. It says 6, this, 7. And when I hovered my mouse over it, it changed from this to oh! How could you do this to me? Palomi says the historians will be absolutely redoing the 6-7 merch to honor their ancestors. Yeah, it'll be bigger than America's 250th birthday. The year 2067. Can you guess some Spanish words? Yes, I already know some Spanish words.
Gopher.
Like this, watch. Hola, mi amo Dora. Did I say my name is Dora? Did I say I love Dora? Mi amo? Como te amo. That's name, right? I'm a little rusty, okay? Let's go down this rope. How do you say rope? It's not la ropa. Ropa is like clothes, right? Blanket? Okay, wait. Yeah, I know that one. Cobija.
Lido deck is filthy.
Guess how to say internet in Spanish, huh? Guess how to say television. Televisión. That's right. Very advanced Spanish lesson here. Alright, this is where I was told to go. We go up here. And then we climb that thing? This doesn't seem right. Wait, no, we were here. Alright. Using the cargo nets, jump to the second mast. Use the TNT platform. The TNT platform? Where's the TNT platform? Huh? This? Oh no, that's the one we did over here. Oh, I'm trying to read what Moose said about where to go here. Climb first mast on the deck, using the cargo nest. Jump to the second mast. Okay, wait. Maybe it's something that was higher up. Let's take a look. I'm getting hungry. I'm hungry, damn it. I'm quoting Gex. You guys eating anything good tonight? You know what I'm not eating? I'm not eating tacos. I refuse. Alright. Benny, do they have taco haggis in Scotland? Like haggis in a tortilla? That's called some fusion dish right there. Okay.
Go first.
I was thinking there would be a TNT platform here to go higher up, but there isn't. Or are you back at the first mast? I don't know! Okay, I'll head back. I feel like I'm in purgatory. Okay, thank goodness we have tongues. You hate warm weather? Isn't it technically winter in Venezuela? It's in the southern hemisphere, right? Pretty hot here, I'll tell you that much. We had a couple 115-degree heat index days.
We'll follow you, creature.
Alright, let's take the TNT. They told us about the TNT barrel. Yeah. And then what? We go to the second mast, which is this one?
Rank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
I feel like there might be something down there, but I am so afraid to die here because dying means we have to collect all the flies again. Yeah, there's really nothing going on here. We got a couple pirate flags and a zip line. You already did the second map? Yeah, wait, where do I go? I don't know. Why am I playing so risky? Please? What does it say after TNT? Okay, hold on. Go down this, right? Go down this line?
Rank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
Oh, now you live in Colombia and it's hot weather. Really? Is that different? Aren't they kinda... I guess Colombia is more south? Aren't they kinda like on the same latitude? I'm trying to picture it in my head. Yes, do it? Okay, we're going down. Here we go. Okay. Now that we're down here, this is the TV that we already left through when we did the pirate ship. So now we want to go back up, right?
Iceberg, get ahead!
Iceberg? You know what's even scarier than icebergs? Iceberg lettuce, especially if you're an American. You know why? Because we have this parasite that could give you explosive diarrhea for a month. This has changed the way I consume food. Wait, you told me remote 3? No, yeah, in my list, I thought this was remote 3. All right, what's remote 2? What's the one that takes us to the back of the ship? And no, I don't have explosive diarrhea. If I do get it though, I will let you guys know. You'll be the first person I tell. Can I say something about my school? Just for, something about someone at my school? I mean, don't be talking about people if they're not here. Unless it's like a silly side story. Just, you know.
Go first. Captain
Nothing,
Stewart needs a back.
sorry, I'm getting really tired. My stamina levels are decreasing. Remote 2 is... Yeah, that's the one we did. And then after you get the 4 pirate ships, you take the zip line down here, and then you leave the level through this bottom part. Where we want to get to is the back of the ship. Which I think that, you know, I'm going to start looking around on the inside, because I think that there's got to be like a hole in the wall or something. Or maybe I could bust a hole in a window. I never want to see a pirate ship again. You know what? I don't think I could watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movies after this. I don't think I could do it. Where are the lifeboats? Like the Titanic all over again. Now, there was a GEX Titanic level, but it was on the N64 version of GEX 2 only. The N64 exclusive. We spent a little bit of time there on stream, if you remember. That's the remote that we already have. We're not getting that.
The Lido deck is filthy.
This is probably the most innocent and wholesome community on YouTube. Maybe. You don't know about Banjo-Kazooie, though. But maybe not. Pick the M's, okay. Let's see. Moose has got the guide for me. Survive the wall. Okay, 3. Zip. Okay, 2. Zip down onto the TV. Really? Why isn't there a remote there, though? I think this guide might be wrong. Let's see. Go forward and drop to the area. Oh, wait! Did I kill the 4 pirates? And then get the wrong remote? You get the remote, climb the mast on the far end of the deck. No, we did that one. That's different. Zip down to the TV. Climb the first mast on the deck using the cargo nets. Along the sides, jump the platforms and barrels to the second mast. Climb up the back of the second mast. Oh, okay. Climb up the back of the second. Let's see. Let me see if I could do that. Oh, we gotta get past the wall of death again. I love the wall of death. I might have one built in my own house. Thinking about it. You guys ever hear about that guy? There was this guy that he was a real Kekona type. He built his own home security system. It was like his door was rigged up to a shotgun or something. And of course, one day he forgot to disarm his home security system. So when he opened his door, he got shot by his shotgun. I think he wound up being okay. Like, he survived it, but they have the 911 call where he called in. He's like, well, I did it. I done shot myself. And they were like, what? No, it was my security system. Yeah, I remember hearing that story.
Hang up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
All right, so we go on the mast. You know what? I'm gonna be so pissed when we get there and we're missing like 1 fly. I think, careful, Gex. It's okay. It's okay. We're doing it live, as they once said on Fox News.
We'll follow you, preacher.
But yeah, we don't curse here. There was a time when I used to curse on stream, but then, you know, I was just like, why even bother? Because, you know, the second you say one bad word, YouTube is like, oh my gosh, this channel is evil, and we are no longer gonna tell anybody that this guy exists. Right, there should be a... Oh yeah, see, how is anybody supposed to see that? The most well-hidden secret of all of secrets in video games. Alright, progress. This might be it. God, it's probably so easy to fall here! If we fall, we're gonna lose all our flies. I was gonna say, if I die, what's gonna happen, but you can't plan for failure. Gex is a funny voice. Maybe I'll give you a free Gex line. Yeah, the voice of Gex is a comedian, an American comedian. Dana Gould, I think is his name. Alright, got my +2. +2 flies. Going across here. There's 2 more in this chest. I do like the amount of flies I'm seeing. It's giving me hope that I might not have to backtrack here. Moose is praying, hoping and praying. We don't have to... No! Why? Why would that happen? Why? Why would they just not have the platform? Would have been so easy. Was that bad game design or was that me? It's okay. It could be worse. We didn't die. Gex lives on. In our hearts and in our minds. We all should sing a song to remember Gex. And the song that I'm thinking in my head is... Well, I was thinking one song, then I suddenly started thinking about Who Let the Dogs Out. So I guess that one. Now, I was thinking about that song they play whenever, like, they have the commercial about the animals that need help and you gotta donate to save the animals, and they do the sad puppy dog eyes. That's the song that's gonna play at Gex's funeral. Who let the Barts out? What's a Bart? like farting, but it's a burp? What is... Bart Simpson? Alright, go over here. Where was the tongue last time, Gex? You could have saved yourself. Alright, going across. This is making me kind of want to go ziplining. Okay, wait, is this going to lead me right to the... Okay, it's not going to land me on the platform. Oh, there's no way there's 10 flies over here. I'm going to have to backtrack.
Isaac.
I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to kill this parrot. I'm going to kill this parrot. I'm going to open this chest.
Iceberg, dead ahead.
And then I'm going to get the 7 flies off stream and end the stream. Well, I'm going to end the stream because I had enough for one day. I got to get some food. I'm gonna get the 7. Can I do this? I mean, it might take me like an hour to backtrack and do all this stuff. But here's what I'm gonna do. I will get the 7 flies off stream, and I will come back to this very exact point. And then next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we will resume from this point and finish the level. It says collect 100 flies. I know, you need 100 flies to get... It's like Mario, basically. Let the Simpsons... You imagine we do a Simpsons-a-thon? There's so many Simpsons games. Cal Homie, never play Virtual Bart on Sega Genesis. Nightmare Fuel. Nobody should ever play that game. Lula, do not play Virtual
Rank
Bart.
up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
Alright guys, I'm gonna get some food. Thanks for being here for my GEX Wednesday stream. We'll be live again next Wednesday. Wait, did we get 200 subscribers today on YouTube? If so, I will do the, what's my subscriber count, Moose? I can't see it right now. If we got 200, I'll do the full model as promised. You like Simpsons Hit and Run? See, I always had the other one. Or my cousin had the Crazy Taxi one. It was Road Rage. That game is really fun. But I like GTA also, so I could see Hit and Run being a good game.
Gopher.
Good stream, sorry I was giving you trouble. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I thought you said sorry you were giving me trouble. It's like, what, Britt? What trouble were you giving me? It's like Britt's typing, oh, I can't believe this guy sucks at GEX so much. Nah, I was... It was kind of confusing to figure out how to get up here. I did not know where the sticky wall was. I should have looked a little harder. To be honest, though, the map wasn't that big, so I probably could have looked for it if I tried harder. But thanks for watching, Britt, and I'm looking forward to your GEX 2 stream next week. 196. Damn, did we lose one? We lost one. That's okay. You know what? You can't win them all. That's what I do on YouTube. It's just I do what I want to do, and if people don't like it, that's too bad. All right, so maybe we'll get the full model some other time. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for GEX, or I'll see you Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/Foxy_TV for the road trip. Be there, or be square, whatever that means. See you